Hello y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jocelyn Jam. On today's episode of Living Consciously, we will be talking about feminine hygiene tips that every woman should know. Now, if the word vagina scares you, now's a good time to go ahead and skip this video. But before you do, especially if you're a man, know that you have sisters, a mother, a girlfriend, you will have a wife someday, or you have a wife now, you will have a daughter, and it'd be good to know these things while you are here so that they're not taboo, because really they should not be taboo. Anyways, if you don't want to be a part of this, you can go in and skedaddle out of here right now. But today we will be talking about hygiene tips that every woman should know. While you are here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you know when I post my next video. And please stay tuned to the end for a little bit of an announcement on a new segment that I am starting on this channel. And if you don't want to wait till the end, you can scroll all the way to the end, but it'd be nice if you could listen to my video. Now, when it comes to feminine hygiene, education is very important, and I really do think that we aren't taught enough about our bodies, especially as women. We aren't taught enough about our bodies at school. I mean, at least I know when I went to school, no one was really teaching me much about my body and how it functions and such things. And you probably have learned about feminine hygiene and certain things from books, TV, novels, family members, wherever you've learned about your body and things like that. And I thought, this is a good video to share because I know that there are a lot of young girls who don't know a lot about their bodies, and even older women who don't know about certain things that they should not be doing because they're unhealthy for your body. So, without further ado, here we go straight into tip number 1 on feminine hygiene tips every woman should know. Tip number 1. For the purposes of this video, first of all, everything down there will be referred to as vagina, including the vulva and every other part down there will be addressed as the vagina. So don't get your panties in a twist unless they're cotton. Yes, cotton. Cotton is the ideal material for underwear that you should be wearing. Other materials, what they do is they trap moisture down there and make it a hotbed for bacteria. But cotton is breathable, and so it lets air out because your vagina needs to breathe. So, cotton underwear is the best. Now, if you cannot afford cotton underwear, or you buy a dress for okrika, you can buy underwear that has cotton in the crotch area. Now, the area that's right up close with the vaginal area should have cotton. The rest of the material could be silk, it could be whatever it is that you prefer wearing, but at least the area up close with your vagina should be cotton, because cotton is breathable and it lets your vagina breathe, and it does need to breathe. I'm not saying that you cannot wear other kinds of material, but you can just wear them sparingly. Don't wear them as often as you would wear your cotton underwear. Tip number 2, do not use soap for your vagina. This is very important because the vagina is self-cleaning. Let it be. Use warm water when you're showering and let it be. You can, of course, use soap for the area around the vagina, just not in your vagina. You can, especially if you have hair down there, it's ideal to clean it with soap and all of that, but just not in your vagina. Also, no douching or steaming your vagina, please. I know when I was in boarding school and even when I went to university, steaming the vagina was a really big thing where you'd have some hot water and put some salt and all of that in, and I heard a lot about that and had people doing that, and that is not a good idea. There's no scientific proof that it is helpful. In actual fact, it is harmful to you. So no steaming, no douching your vagina, and please no soap in your vagina. Your vagina can clean itself. It is self-cleaning. Tip number 3. If you must use soap, like some people still want to do, please do not use any scented soap. Your vagina is not supposed to smell like a garden. It is not. All vaginas have a scent. It is normal for your vagina to have a scent. Now, if it is a very pungent and very strong scent, then you can go to the hospital and talk to a doctor, but you should not use any scented soap to try to make your vagina smell flowery or whatever it is you're trying to do down there. Do not let some ridiculous teenage boys who have never had vaginas tell you that your vagina is supposed to smell like roses on a beautiful spring day. That's bullshit. They don't know anything. Your vagina is not supposed to smell like a garden. So please, do not use scented soap down there. Tip number 4. Wipe from front to back. Now, when you go to the bathroom, you do number 1 or you do number 2, whatever it is that you do in the bathroom. When you're cleaning yourself, make sure to wipe from front to back. This is something that you should be teaching your children and making sure that you're doing it yourself, because sometimes you wipe from back to front, and that isn't good because you bring fecal matter up into the front of your body where it shouldn't be. And sometimes you wipe it out and it's not completely gone unless you wash it away, and people hardly ever wash themselves when they do number 2. You wipe because you have tissue in the bathroom for wiping. Unless, of course, you have one of those toilets that squirt water out of it. But most of us don't. So please learn to wipe from front to back. That way you are healthy down there. Number 5. Hair is not bad. It is normal to have hair in your body, where it's your armpits, your legs, your arms, your vagina. It is normal to have hair down there. Now, it's nice to groom it, to keep it groomed and tidy, shaved and looking a certain way, but you don't have to look like a baby's butt down there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to always be clean shaven down there. But of course, if you do like to shave down there, please make sure that you use a new razor and shaving cream and not soap. Don't use a razor and soap because it'll just irritate you down there. You want to use actual shaving cream and a razor, because those are actually the way you should shave, and it keeps you healthy down there. Also, it is advised that when you do want to shave, make sure that you leave it for the last thing after you shower. So, if you shower it with warm water and everything, it's ideal that once you're done showering, you can shave then, because then the warm heat opens your hair follicles and makes it easier to shave and softer to shave as well. Tip number 6. Change your tampons and pads and hygiene cloths often. It is advised every 4 to 8 hours, depending on how heavy your period is. You do not want to have your tampon or your pad or your cloth staying on down there wet for a very, very long time. Now, I know that there are a lot of women who do not have access to tampons or pads, and they use a cloth, which is why I keep talking about a cloth. And if you are using a cloth that you have to wash, make sure that you wash your cloth with good soap. Nothing fancy, nothing that's going to make your cloth smell like a garden, because that cloth is going to be up against your vagina yet again. So make sure that you're just washing it with soap and water and nothing to make it smell like heaven, just something plain, because it's going to go down up against your private part. Make sure that you keep it clean and you change it as often as possible. Number 7. Here's a really important one, I think. Practice safe sex. Now, people often say the only safe sex is no sex. But we know people are having sex. We know 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15, 16, 17-year-olds are having sex. Even if they're not taught about sex, they are having sex. And it's important that if you are having sex, you have safe sex. Doesn't matter how old you are. Use a condom. Make sure the boy you're sleeping with uses a condom. You can buy the condoms yourself. I know it's a taboo topic. It's not something that's really spoken about back home, especially in African countries. It wasn't spoken about in my country very often. It was a taboo. Like if you speak about sex, the kids are gonna go out and have sex. Well, they're having sex anyway, whether you talk to them about sex or not. They're doing it. So it'd be better for them to at least know how to take care of themselves. Keep themselves safe from STDs. HIV and all of the rest. Now, if you're having sex, make sure that you're practicing safe sex and make sure that you pee after sex. Yes, it's very important. And my final tip is make sure that you clean your privates at least once a day. Now, if you're not able to have access to water, to shower all the time, it'll be good to just clean down there and maybe change your underwear once a day, just so you're clean and you're healthy down there. Now, all of these tips that I have given you are really important for us as women, and I know that we don't often talk about this, especially coming from where we come from. I keep saying this because I am from Cameroon, which is in West Africa or Central Africa, depending on who you ask, and we're not really often taught about sex and sexual education, or just your body and the feminine things that you can do. They say take a shower once or twice a day, take a rub down, but nobody talks about health care for your private parts. And so I thought this video was really important. And so this is where I sign off for today. I hope you learned something from this video. Like, comment if you like this video. If there's a question you have about these, I can always do much more research. If you did not like this video, hit the dislike video and make sure to tell me why. You can't just dislike it because I said vagina. You have to tell me why you disliked it. And share with the women in your life and the men in your life who have children. Female children, girls, so that we can all help each other. And also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And before you go, here's what I need to tell you. I am starting a new segment called Books and TV. If you know me, you know I love television and Korean or Asian dramas. And so I will also be doing reviews of Asian dramas, and those videos will be going up on Fridays. I'll either do a review of a book or of Asian dramas. So expect those on Fridays, and expect videos like these on Wednesday. So I will be uploading videos twice a week. Yay, guys! Okay. Now, if you like books, see you on Friday, because I have some really cool books to show you. Ta-ta. Love. Ragna.